watching it on here. Back. Actually, thank God I was see.
Speed of a hypermind, like the dimension.
I was muted. There's no way.
One way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and my infinite multi
catastrophe destroy the universe.
The dimension calculator. Hell, the guy made an inner
Hulk. It just so happens.
Are you fucking serious? Bro, I swear somebody's working against me. Nah, we running it back. We gotta run it back now. We gotta run it back now. No, we gotta run it back now. There's no way that shit just happened. What the f? No, I'm gonna act like I did not see that shit. Nigga was beatboxing. Nah, we're running it back, bro. I don't care. We're running it back. There's no way I was muted that whole time. My shit was literally moving on my screen. Are you dead ass?
Kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
Alibaba
so the
reaction
power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither.
And not a single nigga said a goddamn thing. I'm actually pissed right now. That shit just pissed me off. That shit just pissed me off. Are you serious? You're welcome. You know what? I'm just gonna end my life. You know what? It was good knowing y'all, bruh. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. I'm out of here, bruh. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. That's crazy. That's crazy, bruh. That shit. I literally was muted the whole time when it literally my shit was going on there. My shit has been fucking up the whole time. What the hell, bro? It's you? Yeah, bruh. Fuck, man. You know what? Let's just run it back. Let's just run it back since you know what I mean? Like, you know? Let's run it back real quick. Let's run it back real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it back from the beginning. Let's run it back. Hey, yo, YouTube. We running it back again.
The red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size. But
we're running it back. This time, I'm gonna make sure my shit is working.
How does it work? Well, smash.
Oh my God, bruh.
1,000,000,000,000,000 trillion to 1 and rising.
Okay, like I was saying previously, when we got okay, so let me just speed run this. First and foremost, I want to know how the hell this nigga well, we already know why, but I'm just pretend like we don't know, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? As a Godzilla fan myself and as a Hulk fan myself, I love both of these niggas to death. So it really didn't matter who won to me. But let's be real, we already knew Hulk was gonna technically win. But at the same time, I still want to know how the hell this nigga regenerated like that quickly. That's all I wanted to know. Cause Godzilla healing factor is not that fast where he could just instantly heal. He can heal pretty relatively quickly, but not that fast. It's the same thing with Hulk. That man put his spine on a goddamn stake. Is my mic muted? Is my mic muted? Yo, all right, we're just making sure. Now I have to look at this the whole time, bro. This shit's gonna piss me off.
Stupid lizard.
Now let's run it back from the top again. What is this? All right, Godzilla beat Superman one time. Ironically, yeah, I know that Superman versus Godzilla comic. I did watch it. I mean, not watch it. I did read it, and yes, he did do that. So by definition, technically, never mind, I'm not gonna do that because that's just one. That was just one version of Superman. I'm not gonna do that. That's just one version of Superman. I'm not gonna do that. And you know what? I'm not gonna slander Superman anymore. After watching the Superman movie, I'm not gonna slander Superman anymore. James Gunn, you did your thing, bro. I'm not gonna slander Superman no more. It's still Batman game, but you know. So this nigga made an Infinity Gauntlet version to beat to smash dimensional to smash the multiverse to beat Godzilla.
Smash.
That's crazy. Meanwhile, Miles Morales couldn't even come close to being Deku.
Chance to nullify the madness.
Like what?
The monster.
I'm gonna be honest though. Realistically, I think every like superhero that is like beyond like cosmic level of powers are probably most likely going to either like tie or barely win against Godzilla. If you really think about it, I don't think, because I'm thinking about it like high key, you really have to go to the depths of the goddamn omniverse to beat this man Godzilla. But yet again, you could say that vice versa for pretty much almost every superhero that's above like cosmic level at that point. Well, almost above, you know what I'm saying? Like once we get into the stars and shit, like everybody's pretty much kind of equal. Unless if you're like literally just the god, like fucking one above all, or one above all, and you know all them niggas. And ironically, Spider-Man beats Godzilla. I mean, depending on what version of Spider-Man, yeah, I could see it. Yeah, I could see that. I literally just said that. Spider-Man literally became a it's not Spider-Man. It was Captain Universe, I think is cosmic level. Like when Spider-Man becomes like Captain Universe or some shit, that nigga, yeah, I believe it. Like what? Like that's what I'm saying. But like pretty much Hulk, Reed Richards, or Mr. Fantastic technically, I guess. All them niggas, once like their strongest forms, they all could beat Godzilla. Like outside of that, I'm not even disputing that. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and be like Godzilla could beat everybody, because he really can't. Because you know what I'm saying? Because some of these, it's just I just don't like how comics just make everybody so broken, bro. I just don't like how everybody in comics make everybody so broken. And Godzilla, he is the strongest in his universe. King Kong can never do that. They whooping King Kong booty cheeks easily. Without resorting to nerd shit, that's not true. There's crazy levels to this shit. Well, I mean, I'm saying like the different versions of almost every character, like even Superman, I think Prime, what's that name? Superman Prime 1 million is definitely beating the ultimate Godzilla or whatever, when Godzilla or whatever this nigga is. Every verse, like, you know what I'm saying? But if we're talking about like, if we had to result to like just without the cosmic shits, without the super high dimensional shits and all that other shit, like if we just talking about base on base, I think most of these are just going out in a tie, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Except for obviously Batman. Batman's definitely getting his ass whooped by Godzilla for sure. Obviously. Spider-Man, depending on which version of Spider-Man, that's a stalemate. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I think the only one now, yeah. Flash probably could. I think Flash. I think Wally West Flash could probably beat Godzilla for a second, just based off of just pure speed. Batman beats Godzilla. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Now we're just trolling. Cause you know why? Because once you say that, niggas gonna bring up Superman, bruh. And we not about to do all that tomfoolery. We're not about to do all that tomfoolery. But now I'm trying to think, what anime characters can beat Godzilla though? Cause now I'm thinking about it high key. High key? I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. I have to think about that. I'm gonna have to think about that one. I have to think about that one.
2 is 5. A right angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we.
This man got a fucking gauntlet gun.
Like gamma.
I've been reading too many comics, bro. I've been reading too many comics, bro.
A million. A trillion.
Either way,
I just need one.
Superman can beat him too. He just sold. Be who? Godzilla? I just said yeah, I know. Obviously you can. But let's be real though. Let's be real. The base version of Superman just let anybody beat him. Let's be real. He let Lex Luthor beat him. And Lex Luthor, to be fair, he does study Superman like crazy. But I don't care what any Superman fan says, bro. Y'all gotta be real, bro. Superman be letting every nigga beat him base level every time, bro. Even Batman. You can't let a normal human being just slap you around like that when you have the ability to take him out off the earth. I have no respect for that. I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping a buck. Batman will never let any nigga just disrespect him like that. Even if he knew that, even if he knows he could kill him. Like, it don't matter, bro. Like, I don't give a like, bro, like, man, slap that boy. Damn.
You did it, big guy.
Why is his shoulder like that, though? Why is his shoulder like that?
What happened?
It's complicated, so let's break this down into 3 categories. First up, power.
Also, I just thought about this though, because I don't know if they said it in here. Unless if there is a version of, oh, okay, so they use a singularity point. I never watched Godzilla Singularity Point. I never felt the need to watch that. So maybe that Godzilla type shit, whatever. Maybe that's why they, like, you know, got broken. Cause I'm like, maybe he has a higher regeneration factor or some shit. Who knows? I have no clue. I have never watched that show a day in my life.
Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like
I said before, that's true.
Planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy,
bro, we need a new Hulk movie, bro.
And shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads.
I hope this Spider-Man movie is good. Even though that man Eric Voss keeps on making movies about that show, I mean videos about that goddamn movie. I know every single character that's gonna be in that damn movie at this point.
Roads in a
Like,
straight
God
fight with a
damn.
classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how
Goku,
strong the
Ichigo,
Hulk got,
Jim Mori,
Ultima could potentially negate
Saint
it.
Seiya.
But
There's a
Hulk
couple
made
of
up the first
that
firmament,
beats
which could
Godzilla,
overwhelm
but
eternity.
he's
An
way
abstract
stronger than people
concept of
think.
a being not entirely
Okay, when we're talking about beat though, we're talking about like, are we just talking about just stun, like having him down, like, or are we talking about he's fully getting like you're in the movie? Are we talking about they can beat him, like they can beat him in a fight, or they could completely like erase him type shit? Because if we're talking about if they can knock the nigga out, sure, yeah, I could give you that. I could give you that. Godzilla got knocked out by a moth. But it didn't fully beat him, though. The four you name could vaporize him? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't know about Jim Mori, so I don't know, but I don't agree with that personally. I don't think Goku's vaporizing Godzilla. No disrespect. No disrespect. Because you can't say that if Goku is losing to Superman, you can't say that a nigga who beat Superman is vaporizing him. Not my words. I'm just saying. I'm just using, you know, Ichigo. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. Cause this nigga Godzilla literally all these niggas transcend space time. So it's like, who knows, bro? Who really knows for real? I don't know. Maybe the layers of universal, omniversal shits, like they said, doesn't really expand that much in Godzilla like that. So maybe like if from a plane of existence, I guess you could say. I don't know, bro. This shit get deep, bro. I'm not in, you know what I'm saying?
Unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break
a more interesting one would be Rimuru.
Kept up with Odin Force Thor.
I mean, he can rewrite reality, so
level of power.
So the
Godzilla can't do that.
Power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima
that
from the
nigga
equation,
ugly.
neither
I'm sorry.
held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Especially when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop. Even with their
because Godzilla's literally immortal, so
each other, but then just come right back.
The Green Door instantly
two immortal
appears
niggas going against each other. It's just like it's kind of complicated.
And the dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both
that's why I hate. That's why
could not stay dead.
And no disrespect, but like this, even though both of my goats are immortal, I don't like immortal characters. I like when a nigga can die. I like when a nigga can die. I like when a nigga can die. In the anime, Godzilla is like 5D, so is Rimuru, but it's more of a fair fight than the others I mentioned. How? Because at this, like, what? Because if we're going back to the Marvel and DC shit, like this nigga is on the same. Well, the only person that he can not beat really is like them niggas in all the dimensions outside of like the imp dimension and shit, and like the Beyonder and all them other niggas, like the gods and all them shit. So, and or like one above all or the presence, which are literally just the gods of the literally the gods. So like that's the only thing Godzilla is like outside of his wheelhouse of. But I don't know. To be fair, we never seen Godzilla go to the fifth dimension. Well, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But let Bat go in there. Then that nigga Godzilla out of here. let Bat go in there. That nigga out of here.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow,
like I said,
and so on until you reach the house of ideas.
It's about power, not where you are.
Above all.
Since the
Rimuru, but you saying that he can fight against Rimuru? That's not even possible. It's not even remotely close. It's not even remotely close. Out of all the shit that nigga can do, Godzilla can't do nothing to that man. That's not a fair fight. What? Goku is more of a fair fight than Rimuru. What the hell?
One below all mirrors
what we talking about?
All. The below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers of—
But yeah, I will say though, Godzilla universe, multiverse, whatever, we still don't know the whole implications of that shit. So I don't know, man.
Above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
You be
So
more
the real
surprised?
question
Goku's
if they both
is the
can't
most
die,
unfair.
then Ultima's entity can't
I
affect
mean,
the
I'm gonna let
below
your bias
place.
speak,
Could
bro. I'm
Hulk
not gonna
somehow stop the
debate. I'm not gonna
entity
sit here
before it destroyed
argue
the
with you.
universe?
It all comes down
I don't
to
agree with it.
Gamma
I haven't
and
seen it, so I don't. I'm
Ultima
not gonna
was
say nothing,
defeated
bro.
in the anime by using a trans-temporal super dimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to
Y'all
activate
niggas
the
be on
orthogonal
Goku-
diagonalizer,
on Goku
turning
meat.
archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews
I'm not
this
gonna-
stuff,
I'm not even
so
gonna-
there's
I'm not
plenty
even
to
here
work
to
with,
argue that,
and
bruh.
Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have defeated Godzilla in the past,
Your bias
is an
towards
expert
Rimuru
on
is not-
particles
how is it
from a greater
biased?
dimension that mutate reality beyond our understanding.
It's literally
Who made a
written.
device with those
What are we
particles
talking
that
about?
create space-time, like the
It's literally
diagonalizer?
written.
Who made a supercomputer that scanned
What
the
do you
infinite
mean?
multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar
I don't know what you
radio
want
out
from
of
me,
sticks
bruh.
and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made
That's
for
crazy.
this.
The green
It was made for this. Well, that was a W video though. I don't care about Maka going against that Ruby nigga, whatever her name is. What the fuck is this? That is a crazy, you know? That shit kind of crazy.